low-information spider fanboy tried to troll me, as the young people say, by claiming Spider-Man was providing a public service plugging leaks in water towers. Let me tell you why this itsy-bitsy-brained spider was climbing this particular water spout, people. Because he tampered with the water pressure system. He was seen earlier messing with a valve that only qualified workers are supposed to use. Wake up, America! Spider-Man creates the problems he then solves. Then expects you to reward him with your adoration. The sad thing is, all too many do. Fortunately, you know better, thanks to me.
Need a vacation or something. Dudes are way too high-strung.
This station's simple, but really important. It measures toxins in the air, way more sensitive than anything the city has. Bad air hits children and the elderly first. This was a big one for my mom.
If his data is accurate, there's way too much sulfur dioxide in the air. I have a spidey hunch this is caused by inefficient engine exhaust. If I get some fresh samples, I can identify the make and model and report them. Okay, got that one. This can't be good for me. Nice. Just need a few more samples. Oh, that one smelled. Just a couple more. Got it. One more should do it. Oh, don't die, don't die. That's it. Okay, looks like we have 3 guilty parties. I'll need to get pictures of them for proof. Taking pictures. Just like the old Bugle days. Life was so much simpler back then. One down. That's a keeper. And the hat trick. All set. That'll get a recall ordered, courtesy of your Earth-friendly neighborhood Spiderman. Sorry about that.
Where's that way? Check it out. It's him! Get a picture! Move it, spider jerk! Spider-Man sighted. Please advise. Deploy heavy ordnance. He's here! Open fire! Open fire!
Excuse me, is this the Crosstown Express?
Weapon system down.
Well, clearly Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk.
Has anyone else heard reports of Spider-Man literally seeking out clouds of smog to swing through? Is this the behavior of a sane individual? I'll tell you what I think is going on here. When I was a lad, there was a problem with juvenile delinquents sniffing glue to get high. Knowing Spider-Man's weak moral character and thrill-seeking personality, I guess the same principle is at work here. But inhaling toxic substances also damages the brain, which actually explains a lot about Spider-Man. He's swinging through the city hopped up on smog.
Hey, Pete. This station's one of my pet projects. I always thought the cellular network was vulnerable to terrorist attacks, so I set this up to monitor it. Can you do me a favor? Look for anything suspicious.
Uh-oh. It's not terrorists, but there's a glitch in the system that's causing interference. And if I don't fix it, it'll bring the whole network down. Right now it's only affecting the most sensitive equipment, like mine. I need to stay outside the areas of interference while I fix the cell towers. There. I set my lenses to show me the danger zones. Gotta fix the cell towers before the size of the problem area fluctuates. I need to be ready for a sudden change. That's the downside of all the tech in my mask. That hurt. One down. But I'll need to fix 3 more to solve the problem. Bet I can use those helicopters to swing. So much depends on cellular networks now. A crash would affect police, hospitals. like my eardrums were gonna burst. And soon that'll happen to everyone. Got it. The job's only halfway done. Oh man, I wish there was a way to fix this for everyone except people who use their phones in movie theaters. Okay, let's not do that again. Got that one fixed. Bought me some time, but I can't slow down. Can't waste a second. Getting to be a tight squeeze. Bam! Now New Yorkers can share their domestic disputes on the subway again. And emergency services are safe, which is, also important. If the network had crashed, it would have cost Oscorp a bundle to fix their comms. They'll want to keep this station up and running. Harry's project should be safe.
All units 1043. Police transport is taking fire. Officers needed in Hudson Town.
This is one of Mom's earliest projects. We were trying to develop a bacteria that would dissolve all the plastic in the oceans. But well, she ran out of time. Look, if you have any ideas, it would really mean a lot.
With some genetic tweaking, I might be able to crack it. But I need a better equipped lab. And the bacteria only lives in liquid environments. Wait, my web fluid. I can keep the bacteria alive in my web cartridge. ESU should have the chemicals I need to increase its power. Oh man, the bacteria dissolved my web. It's in the cartridge for the webs I swing from. The other kind should be okay. Now I have to get to ESU without swinging from anything. The zipline webs seem fine. Well, I'm getting a heck of a workout. Gotta hustle. I don't know how long this bacteria stays viable. This is good practice for if my web shooters ever malfunction. You'd think these people never saw a guy jogging on walls. Sorry. Okay. By law, they have to dispose of their chemicals in these containers. Should be some stuff I can use. All set. Now I have to get to Dr. Octavius's lab to combine everything. I'd just take the subway, but the bacteria won't survive that long. Okay, now I just need to grab the bonding agent.
Parker. Always listening, aren't you? Always observe.
And now the industrial centrifuge that'll get the bacteria out of my web fluid so I can store it properly. Just need to isolate the bacteria. Beautiful. I think I improved the bacteria. But I can only tell for sure back at Harry's research station. Should have my web swinging back. Let's see. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, sweet web swinging. I'll never take you for granted again. I hope this works. I remember when Harry's mom started the project. It meant so much to them both. Where there's a web, there's a way. There's the testing receptacle, full of plastic. Let's see what happens. It's working. Not as fast as I'd hoped, but better than before. Probably needs further testing. It didn't get all the plastic, but it's a big step forward. Enough for Oscorp to keep working on it. It was the Nobel Prize. And it wouldn't hurt their stock price either.
Okay, be careful in here, Pete. This station analyzes hazardous chemicals, basically trying to figure out how to counteract them if they ever got out into the world, which hopefully they never will.
Oh no. Someone broke in and stole a volatile rocket propellant. And they must have cracked the container because it's leaking. From the timestamp on the security cameras, it just happened. I need to get it back. My spider bots are still just prototypes. This is a good time to test one. Its sensors can follow the chemical trail. Better than... Gotta find a quiet place to deploy the spider bot, where I can hang out and guide it. only is Mini-Me cleaning up the spills, it's leading me right to the thief. The thief's hiding in crowds. I'll disperse him with a subsonic blast. Won't hurt anyone, but it's super annoying. Lucky this stuff's only dangerous over a long exposure. Or if it combusts. Maybe... maybe not. End of the trail. He's in this. He's running. Gotta wrap him up with a web burst. Got it. Now to get the fuel back. Got it. Now I just need to return the fuel to the station. This little spider bot's useful. If I can ever find a way to make them cost-effective, they'd be a big help. Chemicals back where it belongs. I beefed up the station security and sent Yuri the camera footage to convict the thief. Not a bad day's work. This is one station that was already earning its keep. It should be safe from being shut down, especially now that the chemicals are locked away. Those lunatics will kill someone driving like that.
Don't make us use force!
Young man, I will pull this car over right now!
Spider-Man, you sure headed for a roadblock. Yeah. More of them? For criminals, these guys have an impressive social circle. So much for the gang that couldn't drive straight.
There is a reported narcotics sale in progress. Officers needed at Lenox Hill. Over.
Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal.
Let's go kill it! It's a spider!
Hey, guys! You got prescriptions for this stuff?
Look out! Double shot for you!
Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check.
Attention units, escaped prisoners are causing a violent disturbance. Incident is active near Carnegie Hall.
You guys must really miss the rap, huh? Cause me, I'd be in Vegas by now.
Don't let him get behind you! Out of your lane! Just one guy, how's he winning? Put the blast down!
Is it bad I think the motorcycles make those escaped convicts look cool?
Bring him down!
Haven't seen the city this bad since, well, since never. Hey there. Last thing that I'm touched by your devotion to your friends. I'll see to it you end up in the same cell block.
How you like this?
Hold on. Time to take over some apartments.
How'd you like them out? I ain't stopping till you and drill you! Fire in the hole! Don't let him get any more! Don't bunch up! Everybody scatter! Not getting away like that!
The full set? I should get... Don't think of it as going back to jail. Think of it as coming home.
This station may be safe, because it's helping test an Oscorp military application, cloaking tech. But I don't love using armed drones to test it. Someone might get hurt.
Not if I'm the one who tests it. Let's see if I can integrate the cloaking tech with my suit. Success! Energy field interferes with my web gadgets. Not exactly a keeper. Uh-oh. Those armed drones are malfunctioning. They're dangerous. And the self-destruct signal's not working from here. But cloaked, I can get close enough to trigger the destruct mechanism. That drone didn't go far. I'll download its data before I wreck it, so they can ID the problem. Okay, I need to get within 10 meters of the drone to stop it. And I'll need to be cloaked. Nailed it. Now I've got to go visible again so I can swing to the others. Boom! Sorry, drone, but your data lives on. Better you than me. Didn't see it coming, did you? I'm always breaking stuff. Another one bites the dust. Scratch one drone. Are armed drones even legal? Stealth Spidey strikes again. Stealth mode was fun, but it's not worth losing my webs over. Hopefully Oscorp will figure out armed drones in Manhattan are not a good idea. But I'm not holding my breath. Now they've got the data they need. And the stealth tech is promising, even if it needs work. I think Harry's station is safe. And if they ever work the bugs out, maybe I'll whip myself up a stealth suit.
sighted, please advise. Boy, heavy ordnance. Open fire! Open fire!
Excuse me, is this the Crosstown Express?
Heavy ordnance offline.
Well, clearly Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk.
Attention units, a riot has broken out.
Hey, Pete, do you remember that steam pipe explosion when we were kids? Well, that's what Mom built this station to prevent. It monitors the pressure in the pipes and pinpoints trouble spots.
There's a dangerous pressure buildup happening now. I've got to do something about it fast. Oscorp's satellites take seismic images of what's under the streets. If I hit the ground hard enough in the right spots, they can show me the high pressure points. Pressure like this usually means clogged release valves. Once I find them, I should be able to jar the clogs loose with another ground pound. Got my lenses tuned to the research station. High pressure will show up red, normal is blue. Okay, time to move. I've got to drop onto the street hard to generate enough force. Sorry, I'm usually web swinging. There's the spot. Did it! But that's not the only danger zone. I need to locate the other pressure points. better hit the ground somewhere else to get a reading. If Oscorp was actually you, I don't have much time.
Up here!
Fixed it. But we're not out of the woods yet. Gotta hurry. Found a trouble spot. Always helps to take the pressure off. Wish it was that easy for life in general. Harry's station prevented a major explosion. You can't justify closing it down now. Not a bad day's work. Almost flattered Sable's sending her best guys after me. Almost.
All units, prisoners are opening fire from stolen vehicles. Reported location is near Douglas.
Lost him. What's wrong with me?
Pete, my mom was a big believer in the city's steam heating. It's better for the environment than fossil fuels, but high pressure can lead to deadly explosions. This station was designed to monitor the pressure in specific buildings. Help me show Oscorp it's worth the cost. Please.
Harry's really invested in preserving his mother's legacy. And who can blame him? There's been a sharp rise in the pressure in some nearby buildings. The problem seems to be caused by faulty regulators. I've got to break them off before the pressure gets too high. And the building explodes. The city will replace the regulators I break. There's no time to do this the polite way. Luckily, the regulators are on the exterior. A well-placed web shot should take them out. What do you bet Jameson's gonna lead his show tomorrow with a Spiderman vandalizes building story? Can't leave any of them. Just takes one to cause a blast. Too many people in these buildings. No time to evacuate. It's up to me. Wrecking these won't cause any serious problems. The city can fix them easily. Okay, better head to the roof and make sure the pressure's vented properly. Nary a peep from my spider sense. Everyone's safe. I better get out of here before someone asks me to pay for all this.
Have you ever been driving along, going to work or church, minding your own business, when suddenly, bang, you hit a pothole, damaging your car and ruining your whole day? Well, you know who to blame. No, not city bureaucracy. Spiderman. He's been seen leaping down from great heights to pound the ground with maximum force. Why? There's only one possible reason I can think of. He hates us, and he wants us to be miserable.
These guys weren't so hostage happy. Forgot how much I love photography. I wonder if King T'Challa got his powers from being bitten by a radioactive panther. He's tough, but that'd still probably hurt.
Yeah, I get it. You're a hero.
Nice to see you.
That was something.
Oh my god!
Attention units. Civilians are trapped following a car accident. Converge on Grand Central. Over.
Just a little more! Don't panic, I'm here!
Spider-Man! A bunch of guys robbed a bodega and took off to an agent. They caused the wreck.
Whoever caused this wreck is nearby. Need to find and stop them.
Spider-Man. I know I like to bust your chops, but... You have to move that truck back.
I'm losing them! Gotta catch up.
I hate to tell you this, guys, but I see a lot of drivers ed in your future.
Somebody shoot!
And that's just...
Scared the hell out of me.
There's no way.
Attention all units. Kidnapping reported. Officers near Sutton Place. Be on alert.
Beautiful. I'll tune my earpiece to listen for sounds of someone struggling.
Just look at you. I'm out of here, Spidey. Okay.
You're safe now.
Saw my whole life flash before my eyes. Thank you. Oh no, they're back!
Yo, Spider-Man! Hey, fellas! Spider-Man's ripping us off! You're gonna regret that!
Nailed it.
Okay, this one confounded me for a while. Apparently, Spider-Man's been seen throughout the city tampering with steam regulators. Aside from generally being a vandal and a troublemaker, why would he do this? I'll tell you why. Because when the city has to send crews out to fix these problems, they need police to direct traffic around them. That's officers who aren't stopping crime. Which leaves, say it with me, Spider-Man. He's trying to take our brave officers' jobs.
Daily Bugle. Always a great paper. Even more now that Jameson's retired. I gotta stop that car!
And she wants it back, because you stole it. To use a robbery, pull over.
Well, at least you're not texting.
Reinforcements. I guess this is what they call organized crime. That concludes our Spider-Man car tour of New York.
Attention units. Need response to a break-in. Reported location is Murray Hill.
You guys don't look like locksmiths.
I can't get up in the air! Come on! I got him!
Pro tip. If you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E. There's a pigeon! Ah, gotta get him! Taking you home, buddy.
Spider-Man, I can't believe it. Two families reunited.
No sweat, Howard. These birds are lucky to have you.
I tried. Sandra was always better with them. They're her birds, really.
Well, now that she's gone, they're yours.
Feels like a part of her lives on that way, you know?
I definitely know. You're a good man, Howard.
Anytime you want.
Hey, pal. This station tests particulate matter in the air. Now, you'd probably have some science jargony way to say this, but basically, too much is not good.
Readings are troubling but inconsistent. The only way I'll figure out what's going on is to test nearby emissions. But I've got other problems. The sampler's detecting toxic particles. Better check it out. That steam vent's a good place to start. There's something in here that doesn't belong. Let's analyze it. Mercury. Bonded with something else. I can't tell what. This obviously isn't confined to one building. A lot of people are at risk. Let's see what a sample from this can tell me. nitric acid in there too, but also something else. I'm on the right track. Just need to keep following the trail. This is more widespread than I thought. The whole neighborhood's in danger from this. Phew, that stinks to high heaven. Time to find out what's in it. Ethanol. Why is this sounding so familiar? Mercury with nitrogen and ethanol. Gotta get back on the trail.
When this is over, I'll alert the health department so they can check on the local residents.
I think I found the problem. Caustic chemicals are leaking out of those barrels and into the plumbing. Need to clean up the site fast. Huh. The calcium and silicon in concrete makes it an ideal absorption material. Looks like I'll have to make a mess to fix this mess. One down. Breathing this stuff in, not good. Nice, it's working. Just a couple more barrels. Last one. That's it. Sealing the grate with webbing should stop any residual drainage. That could have been way worse. Harry's research station just proved why it needs to stay open.
Spider-Man, I can't believe it. Whole family's reunited.
No sweat, Howard. These birds are lucky to have you.
I tried. Sandra was always better with them. They're her birds, really.
Well, now that she's gone, they're yours.
Feels like a part of her lives on that way.
I definitely know. You're a good man, Howard.
Anytime you want to stop by and see the family, feel free. Dad certainly misses you. Thanks again, Spider-Man.
Guys, come on! Shoot him already!
Keep it up, Spidey!
Every two-bit mugger thinks he's the next Wilson Fisk. Well, they are going to jail, so...
Now, some people falsely say I make up stories about Spider-Man. And this will not help my case because it sounds outlandish, but I have personally seen listener-recorded video of Spider-Man snatching pigeons. Pigeon napping. Why? What possible purpose could there be for such aberrant behavior? I've thought about it long and hard, and I think I figured it out. He's eating them. We've always assumed Spider-Man is a man with the...
So, we installed energy-saving LED billboards all around this area. This station monitors how they're performing. I'm just hoping it saves enough money that Oscorp keeps this program going.
Typical. Oscorp ignored the specs and jacked up the voltage going into the billboards. If I don't fix it, they'll explode. People could get hurt. And it would definitely be the end of this station. I need to use my electric webs to shock the screens into shutting down. I don't have long to do it. Explosions would make these ads more interesting. I always knew someday they'd weaponize tackiness. Definitely a target-rich environment. Gotta hit each screen individually. Phew. Now that the threat's passed, they can adjust the billboards properly. And they did save a lot of money, which seems to be Oscorp's priority, so I bet this station's in the clear. window, but I always get the feeling something strange is going on in that place.
All units, get reports of a car crash. Civilians are trapped. Officers needed south of house.
Get it, Spidey!
Don't panic. I'm here.
You're trapped under that vehicle. Hang on!
I'm gonna tell everybody you're for real.
Thugs who caused the record. Almost got it! Okay, people are safe. I should clear out so the professionals can get in.
Thanks, big guy.
You're okay in my book.